All right. Today is Sunday, and I'm just going to talk to you guys today, give you guys an update. It seems like early in the morning, sometimes I'll have like these heavy emotions going through me, but I'll try and share everything that's on my mind and, just kind of beat bop with you. Something that I've been thinking a lot about lately is this idea of money being something that you have to work hard for. This idea that in order for you to make money, you have to betray yourself. And I think it's something that probably runs really deep, not only in my mental structure and systems, but also in my genetic makeup. If you guys ever heard of epigenetics, and it's this idea that, you know, whatever trauma or whatever good things get passed on in our genes as well. Just look it up, epigenetics. And so what that means is that we are hardwired for certain predispositions, it seems like. And one that I've been thinking about lately is my relationship with money. It almost seems like when when I'm given money freely or when money comes easy to me, it's almost like I don't see the same value in it as if I would have worked really hard to earn that money. So, for example, let's say someone gave me $50, right, for my birthday, or I did a service that was super easy or whatever it was. Well, consciously, I know that the money that they just gave me is $50. It's $50 no matter if you got it if someone just gave it to you or if you worked for it. It's $50. But mentally, I wouldn't be able to assign the same value as if I worked for it. Because when I work for it, I'm able to assign meaning like, yes, this is now real because it costs me. And so the only problem with that is that we as a people, and I'm just going to speak for myself, have centuries of family members that have really strived and worked hard and struggled, all so that one day their descendants wouldn't have to struggle and survive like they did. And so, I've been thinking about ways of making money, right? But there almost seems to be like a there almost seems to be like a block, right? Almost as if it comes too easy, I can't really value it. And if it comes too hard, then that sucks too. And so I think what I have to do is consciously, and I've been doing this for years now, but consciously rewire like how my brain is designed to attract and get money, right? For example, and I read this in the systems books. There's two ways to increase whatever you want, right? One of them is by going out and get more money, which has been historically my default, right? Or you can cut your costs. That means cut some of your bills or reduce what's going out. You can either turn on the faucet or, or plug the hole or something like that, right? You get the analogy. And so something that I am thinking about is, how can I get myself to a place where I can attract money or I can create money without having to betray myself or assign so much effort into it that it just becomes hard. Like, I need to be able to value money in like the money that comes easy because also here's the thing. I know I'm kind of rambling, but at the end of the day, we want money to work for us. We don't want to be grinding until we're in our 60s and 70s, right? We want to be able to live and create this money engine, right? To where money just flows to us like a river. And so, one of the things I want to share with you guys is I am releasing, and I'm going to say this to you because I feel comfortable in saying this to you. And I'm going to say two things. I'm working on releasing this idea that money has to be hard earned. Because that's what we thought. Money, you can't get it unless it's hard. But let's interchange that with, money comes to me freely and abundantly. And I think that's maybe an affirmation I'm going to start saying every day. Money comes to me freely and abundantly. And so, those are my thoughts, man. Like, it's like a boat. And I was talking to someone about this yesterday. It's like our job is, and I gave him the analogy. I said, we're on an island, right? And the only thing we have, this is kind of where I am right now. And the only thing we have is the materials that we have. Gosh, I hate these loud cars. We are on an island. Here they go. Man, hey, get over here. Why does the dog be feisty for no reason? Get over here. She just sat over there. And so, we're on this island. And we need to get off this island in order to survive or to live. But the only way we can get off this island is if we build a boat to get off the island. But we can only use what we have on the island. And so we have to create systems and mechanisms that create abundance for us easily and effortlessly. The work is in building the system. That's where the work is. But once it's built, we just have to tweak it and fix it. Like once we verify that the boat can float in the water and it's seaworthy, we just have to just maneuver that, after it's all said and done. So, but it's easier said than done. And I feel like, a lot of things play into this, like the way you were raised, how you think, your mentality, and, stuff like that. And so I am sharing this with you guys because I want to keep myself accountable and to not fall back into those patterns that money has to be hard earned. And to me, at this stage of my life, it's about creating a system that works just like a boat. You're creating a boat that is going to last in the water. And so I feel like it's hard. It feels hard, like in my body, to let that go, right? Because it's genetically hardwired, right? And it's what I was taught. But I'm just putting this out into the universe that I will either get the wisdom to build my boat, which is like my money-making machine, right? Or I'll get the right opportunity with the right person so I can build it. Because at the end of the day, it's about freedom. And you have to define freedom for yourself. And I think for me, in my first business, I was a real estate agent for many years. I think in those 7 years I was in real estate full time, I did have a lot of freedom. But I had a lot of freedom to do nothing because I didn't have no hobbies. I didn't really have no friends. All I knew was work, go home, and go eat. That's all I knew. But I think for me, at 30 years old, and my definition will probably change, for me, financial freedom and just freedom in general is to have the freedom to work on things that bring me alive. The freedom to be present. The freedom to be flexible. If I have to go do something, I don't have to worry about calculating how much time off I have. I don't got to do nothing. I don't got to worry about this office BS and none of that. And so, alas, my friends, we're here, and I don't know exactly how to go about it, but maybe that's part of the journey. No one starts a journey knowing where where they're gonna how it's gonna go, right? You just go. And so what I do know and what does seem to be true is, you know, I want the freedom to do the things that make me feel alive. Whether it's impacting people, helping people, it's the reality. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys this week. This was my reflection for this week, and but other than that, just been hanging out. Um, I'm working on systems right now, and so my intention is, man, is that whenever you guys come in to watch these videos, that you get something of value. And yeah, so listen. I hope you guys have a great week. If you like this channel, like and subscribe. And yeah, leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought. And let me know in the comments what your dreams are and how I can support you in that. So, hope you guys have a great day. Bye.